Good morning, good morning, good morning, people. Good morning, good morning. Love is everywhere. Good morning, good morning. Love is always everywhere. Be who you are at all times. Good morning, good morning. Great morning, everyone. This is my first time going live, so just bear with me for the first time. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to be who I am. My name is Nicole Lawson. I am here to teach and guide you through life, through emotions, to create who you really are, not who somebody told you you was. Love is everywhere, honey. Love is everywhere. Continue to be great. Continue to be loved. Continue to be awesome. Continue just to be able to see that you are here for a reason. Be loved. Great morning. Great morning. I'm just waiting because my son is about to go to school. But the one thing is, I am Nicole Lawson. I am an ego soul consultant. I help people find themselves within themselves. I love to see people grow from who they used to be, and who they want to become. I love to see people just become happy within themselves because they made a change and they stepped out of faith and really went on and created something great for themselves or starting to create something great for themselves. We are all here to, for one thing, and everybody says it. Excuse me. We are all here for love. That word love is, a very, is very, it's multi-dimensional thinking. You know what I'm saying? The word love can mean so many things. To people, but the actual meaning of love is what you feel love is. Whatever you feel love is, that is what love is. It's always positive. The word love gives you like a great sensation throughout your body. It makes you feel as if you are accepted in the world just because you are here, you have made it. Um, know that you are better than what you thought you was. You are awesome people. People are so awesome, and we tend to forget who we are because we so blinded by the stuff that we used to do, by the stuff that we were grown to be, that we thought we had to be. You know what I'm saying? We grow up doing the same things that our parents did to us, and we fail to realize that we doing the same thing to our children. Our children is more than just our past. Our children are our future. We have to teach our children what we did not learn as when we was coming up. You have to really teach them true love, unconditional, true, honest love. And it only could come from within because you love yourself. And how do you love yourself? Then you ask yourself, why do I love me? Who am I? Sometimes meditation, everybody sometimes some people is against meditation and think church is the answer. But if you keep repeating your same pattern and you see there's no growth in yourself when it comes to you going to church, then sometimes maybe it's not the church, it's just you. You have to go within yourself to find yourself. You have to understand that you are somebody. You are somebody that is special. You are that one that can defeat all. You just have to defeat all the fears that you have built that's inside. You have to take the time to understand yourself. I tell people all the time, like, yo, who are you? They be like, I'm this, but then they'll tell you, but I want to be, then be who you want to be. Don't be that person that you don't want to be. Don't be in your own misery and then inviting people in there. Like, that's unfair. You want fair, give yourself fairness. Tell yourself, like, what am I doing that I'm not being fair to myself with? What, like, people around you, people are personalities of yours, the people that you attract in your life, the people that are in your life, your family members, everybody. We are one. We all are one. Like, I cannot stress that enough. The skin color, please, come on, let's get on with that. Like, that is just so old, 17, 1800 ish. You know what I'm saying? And people just, they just stuck in that world, and history is like really ripping y'all from yourselves because y'all allowing them to. Y'all allowing government to control you guys when you have the power to control who you want to be. And don't be afraid to be that person. You have to understand that you set goals, and with them setting them goals, then you gotta go and create it. Yes, things happen along the way of that path, but you have to stay strong and stay loved up. Like, you have to really be in love with yourself. You have to stay in love with yourself. Self is everything. Self is one. Self is like it's your mirror. People outside of that you run into are mirrors of you. So you said hello, you hugging yourself every day. Once you give that person a hug or a hi or a goodbye or whatever, and you love it, and you love for real. But what's love? You have to define what you feel as if you deserve. What kind of love do you deserve? What kind of love do you deserve? Everybody deserves some type of love that is meant for them. And I'm not talking about the love that you used to. You have to think outside the box. You have to look outside the box. You have to see outside the box. You have to feel outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, I teach people how to do these things. It's very important because it's who you are. We are egoed all the way to the from the bottom of our feet to the top of our head, ego. It's, and that inner child is screaming out, what about me? What about me? You know what I'm saying? Like, inner child wanna be free too. It wanna be free from the fears that we was built upon, like, that's blocking us. Why am I afraid of this? Why am I afraid of that? Ask yourself, why are you afraid of these things? Because we as humans, we are one race. So if you're afraid of something, you can ask somebody opinion on something, or you could talk about it. Talk about your fears. Talk about what you're afraid of. Let that voice be heard. It needs to be heard. You deserve that. You have to know that you deserve to be loved. Everybody do. Everybody deserve to be loved. Just be loved. Don't you can't think about and worry about what somebody else is doing, because at the same time you have to live your life. The reality is, yes, we are all individuals trying to find our dream, trying to find out who we are. We get caught up in the moment when we just like, oh my God, life is happening now. Like, why we just couldn't stay forever young? We got to do this, we got to do that. We worry, we think, we do. I mean, we just continuously revolve our life around the stuff that we don't want to do. And we ignore who we want to be every single day. Then we come to cahoots like, oh man, I want to be this. Man, I always wanted to be this. But then when you don't have the finances, or you're not in a comfortable setting, then you get distracted, because the ego like, man, I'm used to this over here, so shit, why don't I do that? No. You love yourself. You adore yourself. You are at peace with yourself. You become who you want to be, and you strive to be that. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of no one, nothing. No one, nothing. Mm-mm. You are worth more than that. You deserve more than that. You are awesome. You are amazing. Please believe me. You are amazing people, and amazing people deserve great things, and you deserve them. So start reaping everything that you need and that you want that's positive, and trade the negative for the positive. Somebody got something to say, just look at your old say and say, I see you testing me. I'm not going there with you today. I love you anyway. Have a nice day. That's how you got to treat people. That's how you got to look at people. And it's okay because we all are damaged in some way, some shape, or form. Like we're this damaged. And we continue to repeat our history because history is where we comfortable at. Instead of making a turning lesson for ourselves and jumping off the box and seeing what ourselves can create for ourselves, we rather sit in misery and enjoy downing somebody else's feelings because we're not happy with ourselves. Why live like that forever? Why be why be that negative force on somebody else's life because you're so negative within yourself? And then when stuff don't go your way, you mad and you upset. Why? Because you didn't take the time to figure out who you was. You didn't want to live in that light. You didn't want to live in that shine. You wanted to be negative, and you thought that was cute. Everything turns back around on people that's just negative people. We all get karma. Karma happens. Karma comes here. Karma comes there. Karma comes up whenever it's unexpected. But when it comes, how do you react to it? How do you treat it? How do you look at it? Do you react to it in the same manner? Do you react to it in a negative manner? Or do you react to it in a positive manner and keep it pushing? And love anyway. Because that's who we are creating. We are creating love. Because we are love. Love is who you are. Love is who you want to be. And be that. Don't dare think that you are don't down yourself because yourself needs self. You have to pick yourself up every day of your life. You have to know that you are more than you more than what you thought you was, man. You are more than who you thought you could be. You are not your mother, you are not your father, you are not the siblings, but you are a part of them. So you have to understand them. And in order and to get to understand them, you have to understand yourself. Self is important. You can't allow negative entities into your life any longer because it's just feeding you more and more discomfort. Because you don't want to be upset every day of your life. You don't want to be mad. You don't want to worry. You don't want to have anxieties. You don't want all this stuff to keep on creating because we're not passing a simple test because we are in fear of becoming who we really want to be. You got to hit dead ends. You got to be able to accept a no. You have to be able to accept a rejection. Rejection is everything. Everybody's like, I'm going to do this before they do that to me. Like, I'm going to do that before they do that to me. Like, come on, man. If you was a great person, you wouldn't have to worry about what somebody else can do to you in a negative form. You just won't have to worry about negative stuff because you're so positive and you getting what you want in a positive manner and you getting it quicker than you thought you could because you're reacting in a positive manner. It's okay to give a smile. It's okay to love somebody. It's okay to say, I love you. You know, how you doing? Good morning. Have a nice day. Oh, you got a beautiful blouse on or beautiful pants or you look good today. It's okay to acknowledge someone else without the intentions of you thinking that they like you or they trying to holler at you. Like, come on, man. You have to look past that sometimes. Yes, they may be looking at you because you are a bright light. You have the most amazing light there is. You have to know that you are amazing. You have to feel that you are amazing because you are amazing. Know that you're amazing. And when you start to know that you're amazing, you start to believe it. And when you start to believe it, you start to achieve it. And when you start to achieve it, then success start pouring into you. And then you can't help but reap what you sow, because you created somebody beautiful. You created someone that's awesome. You created someone that's just off the chain gorgeous. Like, yo, come on, man. We are all human. We are all here searching for the same doggone thing, just in different directions. We all here with a unique, unique gift that only you can pull off. Can't nobody else do it for you. Only you can do it. I need you to do it. I want you to do it. I want you to strive to be awesome. I want you to strive to be awesome. And don't stop, because you know you're awesome. When we was children, we were awesome. We got along with everybody. You only fought because you seen it in the house. You seen fighting in your house. So instead of doing that now, instead of creating that fight in front of your children, create love in front of your children. Create understanding in front of your children. Create history, like your history, your future, your love, your path. Teach them the pure way of going down their journey. Don't feed them the bull crap that you went down. Why? Because they don't know that life. And we don't want to create that life for them, into where, because we scared and we in fear, we want to fear our children. No, let them keep their gift. They are gifted, beautiful beings that belong to be here in love. And they need to keep continuing to show us how to be that. These children now are not afraid to be loved. Like, they're not afraid of emotions. They're not afraid of telling you how they feel. But the way that they're telling us, in their way, is in between, because they're still, at a higher point in their life. They still high up. They still with the higher self, along with the evils. You know what I'm saying? Along with what we going through. So they can only go off of what they see. Let's create more love instead of hating one another, man. Let's like, we supposed to be looking up to these rappers. We supposed to look up to these these people that's in the front eye, that's on TV, that's making it look like it's so wonderful. Like, we looking up to these people, but they still have issues within themselves that's creating them to still have the history of hating themselves. So they still sit in their own misery, and we get to see it in front of us, but they painting it as if they're living in the great limelight. That's cool and all, to dream that big, but be honest about that dream and go at it in a positive light. You don't have to hate the next chick or the next dude because you hate yourself. If you learn to love yourself, you can never see hate in somebody else. All you can see is, man, I can help that person, man, because, man, I see potential. I see the greatness in them. I know the greatness in them. But instead, you feed what the ego is telling you to feed them, which is something that they don't even need to hear. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's get better. Let's really get better. Let's for real get better. Save that other stuff for somebody that don't want to hear it. And who don't want to hear it is yourself. You don't want to hear it, so you rather, be in your comfortable state and keep on doing the same shit and keep on being in that negative light and the positive, but you so confused, so you gonna stick to the negative because it's so comfortable there. You could tell people what to do. You can control others. You could do, like, that is just sick. That's just too much that you putting on your body, that you putting on yourself, and then you want to complain and you want to blame and you want to do this and you want to do that, but you don't ever want to just be real with yourself to be like, man, why am I unhappy? What's making me unhappy? It can't be this person. It can't be the person that you think that you're mad at, man. It's always yourself. It's always refers back to yourself. Because you still put yourself in that situation. You still put yourself in that predicament to where you got to get yourself out of. But it's, a lot of people just want to blame other people. Like, instead of just taking the heat for themselves and like, y'all, okay, I shouldn't have did that. But hey, next time, I'm going to go a different route and not react. If it come the same way, if your situations keep appearing the same way, but within different areas and different people and everything, and you realize that, see, that's your thinking, and that's the way you thought, and that's the way you was raised upon and in fear of. So you be thinking that other people is doing the stuff that you think you be thinking. Like, that's crazy. if you get what I'm saying. But no, you can't think that everybody's doing the same thing. You can't think that in your relationship that person's doing the same thing that other person's doing. Just because you see they may be doing the same. They may be doing the same thing, like the same situation. But yo, you have to think we are all different. That person may be out really doing something great for you or for themselves and not cheating. Like, everybody want to think about the cheating. Like, cheating, man, come on, man. That cheating stuff is for the birds, but that's another topic. But everybody's perfect, man. You have to know that you're perfect, and the only reason why you have to know that you're perfect because you cannot think not. You cannot think without you being perfect. Like, yo, you can't say I'm not perfect. Why are you not perfect? That's negative thinking. Man, I'm not perfect, but what makes you not perfect? Because they told you to say that you're not perfect? Because they put that blockage in your mind to tell you that you're not perfect? So they gonna keep telling you that you're not perfect, and then you gonna keep telling them that you're not perfect? I'm not perfect, but fuck out of here. You are perfect. You tell them I am perfect. What makes you perfect? Because I'm here. I'm still breathing. I'm still living my life. I'm doing something new and improve with myself. Instead of feeding into the negative, I'm going to give it some shine. I'm going to give it that light, that spark, that something that needs, happiness there. Instead of feeding them more negative. Love who you are, man. Get to know who you are. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I love y'all so very much. I am an Ego Soul Consultant. I do love helping people find themselves within themselves. I am a true friend. I am, most definitely. I'm very passionate. I'm very I just I love for real. I don't do all that. Like, yo, anybody I run into is always somebody that need me because me need me. Me need me. Like, these people need me. And if they need me, then I need me. And we all just going to share, we just going to share thoughts. And man, I'm upset because of this. Oh, man. Well, if you look at it in this point of view, if you see it in this way, instead of seeing it that way that you used to, give it another turnaround, man. Don't always think with the first thinking, because the first thinking is the ego thinking. It's the ego thinking. So you want to sit back some more and listen to that little voice, man. I ain't gonna do, man. You know what? You're right. Sometimes people right. Sometimes people are right, but you don't want to tell them that they right because your ego like, I'm not giving you that power. Why not? Because it gave you power. Whatever the message is within that conversation that y'all had. And You know that they right, but you like, whatever. But you know they right, but you just don't want to give them that power, then you still failing. Because you failing yourself to give yourself that power. To have that greater understanding. But love yourself anyway. Continue to strive for who you are, who you want to be when you was like, yo, I want to be. Be who you want to be. Don't let life stress you out. Don't let it get to you. I love y'all. Peace.